Fellow Edo Indigenous, a very good evening to you all. It is your son once again, the founder president, Edo Progressive Indigenous Association, popularly known as Edo Indigenous Movement Worldwide. We have some information that we want to share with you today as usual. As you all know, Edo Indigenous Movement stands for unity, peace, and love amongst all Edo Indigenes. And our primary aim is to put Edo agenda first. Now, there is a disturbing information that is going around the state, and most of Edo Indigenes has been contacting us with regards to this effect, which has to do with the border security. Now, information and verifiable information reaching Edo Indigenous Movement is that there are non-Indigenes who are supposedly to be domiciled in their states that are trooping into Edo State illegally, even if they are locked down in our neighboring states. And this is very concerning, and this is very disturbing. As we all know, there is a pandemic that is currently going on, and every state is trying to protect its citizen to this effect. And it is our responsibility as Indigenes to reach out to our government, most especially our governor, to swing into action to this effect. And we do believe the government is already aware of it. Should there be any pre-existing plan from the government to deal with this, that will be a welcome development. But should there be no plan, we want to use this medium to send a clear message to our governor, Governor Godwin Obaseki, to please swing into immediate action to make sure that our borders are currently secured, as we do not know how these viruses are mainly spread from one person to the other. But what we know is that it does spread. And from all indication, with all these non-Indigenes trooping into the states, from all the videos and all the pictures we have seen so far to this effect, we realize that these folks do not observe any sort of social distancing, and they do not even care whether or not there is virus or whether or not there is pandemic, and most of them don't even know. As you know, we are very civilized people. Edo people are very civilized people, and we do believe that that is why our governor has deemed it fit to liberalize the process of observing this pandemic so far, and we have been observing it progressively, and we want it to stay like that. So we know that in order for us to be successful and come out through this pandemic in a very good health as Edo Indigenes, it is very important for us to take cognizance about folks who are not necessarily supposed to be in this state, because the president has given an order that some certain states that are currently infested with this virus should be on lockdown. And we believe that it is our responsibilities as the indigenous people to get concerned should our border be vulnerable, or should our border be illegally broken, or our border rules be illegally broken. So at this moment, we will believe that our government or our governor will swing into action, because we need to see an action, most especially when it has to do with our border. Our border are vulnerable at the moment, and we don't want it to be like that. We don't even know how far spread this pandemic or this virus will go before the end of this pandemic. And by the grace of God, should we all fasten our seatbelt to secure our border, we believe that we all will emerge from this pandemic in good health and with little or less casualty. This is what we want for all our Indigenes, and this is what we want to experience. And for all our Edo Indigenes who are domiciled in the border areas, please keep your eyes open. Should you see any breakdown of the border or breakdown of the law around the border, or intruders or non-Indigenes who are supposedly to be on lockdown in their states trooping into the state, please do not hesitate to contact the authorities so a necessary action can be taken to this effect. Edo State is a very civilized state. Edo State is a very united state. Edo State is a very lovely state. Edo State is a very healthy state, and we want it to stay that way. For all my Edo Indigenous worldwide, we thank you, and we want you to put your hands together so that we can lift Edo State higher to the greatest height where it's supposed to be, which is on top the mountain. Now, this is Edo Indigenous Movement bringing you this live broadcast. Should you want to be a part of this movement, if you are an Edo Indigenous, do not hesitate to go to our website, register with us at www.edoindigenous.org. Or you can go to our YouTube channel and watch each of our broadcasts at Edo Indigenous Movement. We do believe that should we continue to raise or bring our government attention to all these areas, as the government does not have all the eyes in the world to see the four corners of the state. It is our responsibility as indigents, when we notice anything, to put our hands together and support the government to make this Edo State a better state. And that is what Edo Indigenous Movement is doing, and that is what we'll continue to do. The area of which we notice something, we will bring it to the attention of the government. And should the government already have pre-existing plan to this effect to checkmate this border vulnerability or this border current breakdown by migrants from the north, that is a welcome development. But if not, I do believe that the governor will swing into action and properly and further toughen the border securities that we have at our borders. Thank you very much, all Edo Indigenous in the world, and we want you to stay safe, observe social distancing, and make sure you wash your hands very clean all the time. Oba Uatokbe, he said.